I'm rolling.
So welcome, family, friends and loved ones of Tom and Jessica to this beautiful family farm in the English countryside, surrounded by nature and animals. May I ask that you all take your seats? So here's a bit about me before we start on the ceremony. My name's Andree Funnell and I have the pleasure of officiating this ceremony today with you all. Now before we start, I'd like to share a few gentle reminders to help ensure our ceremony goes smoothly without interruptions so that everyone can fully enjoy this very special moment. Firstly, please ensure your phones are set to silent or switched off. Tom and Jessica have asked that no photos be taken during the ceremony itself. Their professional photographer will capture all the key memorable moments so that you can simply relax and be fully present. You are, of course, very welcome to take photos once the vows, commitments, exchange of rings and sign of the certificate are complete. Please refrain from throwing confetti until after the official photographs are taken, and I'd like to thank you for your cooperation in helping to make the ceremony as relaxed, memorable and meaningful as possible. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I invite you to stand as we welcome the bride accompanied by her father to this beautiful celebration of love. So DJ Alison, could you please play the first song, Better Together by Jack Johnson?
There's no combination of words I can put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart.
So, who brings Jessica to join Tom as they declare their love today for one another in this amazing venue?
I do.
Thank you. Would you like to be seated? So, Tom and Jessica, take a moment to simply be here together. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Take a few seconds, a few deep breaths. Wear a smile and let any nerves just drift away. This is your day, your moment, so allow yourself to relax, be present and savour every precious second of it. Open your eyes. So celebrations are to begin. Everyone be seated again. Now that we've been joined by Jessica, I would like to once again welcome you all here today to celebrate and witness the unity of this couple. Here in this beautiful setting, among rolling fields of nature, Tom and Jessica have chosen to cherish their love story and celebrate the next chapter of their lives together, surrounded by their valued member and friends here with us today. It holds deep meaning for them, especially for Tom, who had a wonderful childhood here, full of memories in his family home. When I asked them what they wanted the day to look like, this is how they described it. And if you know them well as a couple, you'll know today isn't about formality or greatness. It's about traditional values, authenticity, connection and joy, laughter, fun, hay bales, nature and pizza. So in this marquee, we're standing here with a slice or two of pizza afterwards, because that's Tom's favourite food, isn't it? Yeah. And of course their loyal four-legged companion by their side. To me, this setting reflects them as a couple, down to earth, full of heart and happiest when surrounded by nature and the people that they love most. But for Tom, so today is the 23rd of March, and for Tom, that's his lucky number. This makes today feel even a bit more magical. And by the way, they shared with me that when they visited the London Eye, they ended up in pod, guess what? Number 23. How ironic is that? And acknowledgements. I'd like to acknowledge those who could not be with us today, those in spirit, and those who could not have physically joined us today. They would like to thank you all for being here on this journey from past to present day. But there's one particular furry member of the family we must acknowledge. Their much loved sprocker is down there, called Rocket, who will feature in today's ceremony. So I invite Phil to come to the front to do the first reading. And the first reading will get the ceremony off to a really good start. And the reading is entitled Union by Robert Fulghum. It's an excerpt from a book called From Beginning to End, The Rituals of Our Lives. So if you'd like to come up here, Phil, and stand by Tom.
Union. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this moment of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making informal promises in all the conversations of the last few years. All those late night talks, all those times of someday and somehow and maybe, and now the day has arrived. A wedding is a public and formal recognition of all these promises.
That's lovely. I'd like to thank Phil for this wonderful reading. The reading sets the tone on love, partnership and commitment. So now I'm going to talk about Tom and Jessica's story, and the story is entitled A Castle, a Farm and a Sprocker Named Rocket. When I first met Tom and Jessica for the very first time, the idea was to get an insight into their amazing journey together, from how they first met to a castle in Germany, a white gold ring, a house, a dog and a journey of connection, laughter and love. Many of you in this room may already know the parts of the story, but this is a chance to pause, smile, and celebrate their incredible journey that has brought them here to this very moment. I'm excited to share their story with you today. So Tom and Jessica first met at an early age at school. Years later, they bumped into each other at a party with mutual friends and got talking for hours in a very quiet corner of the room and realised that they had something in common together. So Tom, at the time, was serving abroad in the army, and he was serving his king and country. Their relationship began with long distance calls and flights back and forth to the UK. And the famous saying goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Okay, as clearly was the case here. Every airport goodbye only made the next reunion more special. Eventually, Tom returned to the UK, where their relationship truly blossomed. His return to the UK was the spark that set the story in motion, an unfolding of their love, as they both realised that they'd missed one another. However, it was one particular magical weekend when Jessica flew to Germany to see Tom, unaware that this trip would change everything and will be the beginning of their forever story. Tom the traditionalist had already asked Jessica's father for her hand in marriage, and with his blessing,
Of course.
yes, of course, he planned a fairy tale weekend. He whisked Jessica off to the breathtaking Schloss Castle with beautiful, stunning scenery and views fit for a princess. And by the way, that's what Jessica's father calls her, his princess. So it's very fitting. So the heart-stopping moment that would change everything forever. With no idea what was about to happen, then in one perfect heart-stopping moment, Tom reached in his pocket and pulled out a white gold ring. And he asked her to marry him. Evidently, she loved the ring that he'd chosen, which was thank goodness for that, otherwise it could have been a really awkward pause in their story. That magical moment of surprise, the proposal, was just the beginning of their love story and the next chapter in their lives. I then asked them to describe their relationship and what it is built on. They told me it's built on trust, compromise, and commitment to one another. These strong values and traits have flourished in all what you see here today. I was intrigued to find out what inspires them about one another. Jessica responded to that question. Does anyone in here know what she said? Okay, what she told me was thoughtful and charming. She said, Tom is determined, structured, steady and good at saving money, which turned out to be a godsend. He has a little bit of OCD, is that right? And his traits help balance my free spirit, my love of spending, and easygoing nature. He has taught me the value of structure, while I have taught him the beauty of spontaneity and fun. Together we make a great team. He is my yang to my yin. It's this balance that's helped shape the life together. Tom loves going to the gym, keeping his car spotless and planning ahead, while Jessica brings DIY skills, creativity and a sense of adventure. That's you, isn't it? Yeah. While Jessica brings, these qualities were put to good use when they saved up for and bought their first home together, a milestone that marked the start of their shared life, full of teamwork, laughter and love. Their dreams for the future are simple but meaningful. Building careers they love, creating a happy home and sharing adventures together with, of course, Rocket by their side. He plays a starring role as he will today. Just wait and see what that role is. He has been a constant companion by their side through the highs and lows of their journey and will help them celebrate their love today in the only way he can, just by being here, loyal, faithful and loving, just like their great partnership. So ultimately their dreams are based on the everyday magic of life together and listening to one another, supporting one another through life's challenges and compromising when needed, and lastly finding joy and happiness in shared experiences both big and small. They are a key for fulfillment, happiness and lasting love. And as they walk through life hand in hand, it's these simple but meaningful moments that will shape their incredible lives together for a long and happy marriage. So I have a little story here and I've entitled it A Windy Day because it's a memorable story. I asked them to share a story from their early days of their relationship. It's absolutely hilarious and it appealed to my sense of humour. But it is slightly embarrassing for Tom and also involves a key member of the family. And some of you may already know this story, so sit tight until the end. So this event occurred early on in their relationship. Jessica was invited actually here to Tom's home, his parents' house, but that was a big step at the time. They were upstairs when Tom's mother called them down for dinner. Ever the prankster, Tom, he sneaked down and he hid behind the glass door, ready to jump out and scare her. Jessica, followed closely behind him, decided to give him a little playful tickle. But little did she know that Tom had been stifling a fart, and it escaped loudly and proudly. They thought it was funny, but Mum was not impressed, were you? Jessica and Tom struggled to stifle their laughter at the table, much to her dismay. From that moment on, it was clear their sense of humour, their playfulness and ability to laugh together would always be a perfect match, even in slightly awkward situations. Finally, I asked them, what key elements do you believe will keep your love alive and strong as you move forward in your relationship? The answer was simple but wise. Talking about your feelings, listening to one another, and be willing to compromise. So as someone who's been married for over 41 years, I can confirm that these three things are the cornerstone of a long and happy and sustainable marriage. Jessica and Tom have shown they embrace these values, and I'm sure their love will continue to flourish for many, many years to come. So Jessica and Tom have chosen to include Rocket as a very special family member of the furry kind. To them, their darling Rocket represents loyalty, fun, unconditional love, and a joy that fills their home. He symbolises family unity and strong bonds that created in their journey together. Rocket has a very special task to do today by presenting the rings to Jessica and Tom as a sign of their unity and love. We will see Rocket in action later on. So for the second reading, which I feel is really apt for this ceremony, considering their love of their furry family member Rocket, it's entitled How Falling in Love is Like Owning a Dog by Taylor Marley. And it's to be read by their Jessica's best friend Michelle. So I'd like to invite Michelle to come forward and stand by the side of Jessica, please.
How falling in love is like owning a dog. On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being alone, left alone for long, but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No. Love can be bad. Bad love, bad, very bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let love know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go out for a nice long walk, because love loves exercise. It will run you around the block and leave you panting, breathless, pull you in at different directions at once, or wind itself around and around you until you're all wound up and you cannot move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go, people who have nothing in common but love. People who have nothing in common but love stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
thank you so much. That was such a lovely reading. And it's really apparent, obviously, because you love your dear Rocket so much. So now we come to the most important parts, or heartfelt parts of the ceremony, when Jessica and Tom make their promises to each other. So for now, let's all be good audience members, keep the giggles to a minimum, and give them our full attention. So now Tom, sorry, they're not your vows, these are the commitments, beg your pardon. So now Tom, do you promise to choose Jessica as your wife to love, nurture, support and grow with her through all of life's adventures for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. Now Jessica, do you promise to choose Tom as your husband to love, nurture, support, cherish and grow with him through all of life's adventures for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
So now to your personal vows. So Jessica, you're going to read your vows. Thank you. First of all.
Tom, from the moment we reconnected at that party with mutual friends, I knew there was something special between us. Each time we said goodbye at the airport and reunited again, my feelings for you only grew stronger. You are my rock, my calm, steady influence, and the one who balances my free spirit with your structure and determination. Somehow, together, we just make perfect sense. I promise to love you through every chapter of our story, from the everyday challenges to the big adventures we'll create together. To laugh with you often, to have fun, and to never take what we have for granted. I choose you, my husband, and my best friend, to walk beside me through life with Rocket by our side, as we build a home filled with love, laughter, and loyalty. Today, in this very special place, and in front of all the people we love most, I give you my heart, and I promise to build a life with you, filled with trust, joy, and fun.
Really beautiful, thank you. And now, Tom, your vows to Jessica, please.
Jessica, from the moment you walked back into my life and back out again after each airport reunion and countless goodbyes, I knew I'd found someone special and the one person who was always in my thoughts. My love for you grew stronger each day, and you're the reason I finally came back to the UK. You bring passion, excitement, joy, and a free spirit into my world. You remind me that life isn't just about plans and precision. It's about love, laughter, shared adventures, and special moments that make our relationship so special. I promise to support you in your dreams, to listen even when we disagree, to compromise when needed, and to find our way back to laughter no matter what life throws at us. Today, in this very special place and in front of the people we love most, I give you my heart, and I promise to build a life with you filled with trust, joy, and fun.
Very lovely words. Thank you, Tom. So now we come to the very special part of the ceremony, the presentation of the rings. But these aren't just any rings. Today, they will be delivered by a very important member of the family, their beloved fur baby, Rocket. So Tom and Jessica have asked that Rocket brings the rings, and I'd like to invite Rocket to come forward with Michelle, present the rings. They're bound on a piece of ribbon around his neck. It's a fun and meaningful way to include him in this very special day, and a reminder of the love, joy and laughter he brings into their lives.
Here we go.
Hello, Rocket. So, yes, Michelle, please untie the rings and hand them over to me.
Great honour.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, the rings themselves here are a beautiful symbol, a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. They're a symbol of your commitment, your shared journey, and the promise of a lifetime together. So to Tom, as you place this ring on Jessica's finger, please repeat after me. Please accept this ring.
Please accept this ring
As a sign of my love.
as a sign of my love
And devotion to you.
and devotion to you
Forever and always.
forever and always.
And then Jessica. Ooh. As you place this ring on Tom's finger, please repeat after me. Please accept this ring.
Please accept this ring
As a sign of my love.
as a sign of my love
And devotion to you.
and devotion to you
Forever and always.
forever and always.
Thank you. So Tom and Jessica have requested that a symbolic element be included in the ceremony today. They've chosen hand fasting. This is an ancient Celtic tradition created to symbolise the joining of two lives and the promises they make to one another. So, before we begin, I want you all to notice this plaited white cord. Okay, everyone see the cord?
Mhm.
It's made of 3 strands woven together. These strands are strong and enduring when they're intertwined, and they represent strength, connection and commitment to the partnership that they're both creating today. So as your hands are bound with this cord, may it remind you that true partnership is about listening, support and commitment to one another. It's where freedom meets trust and where 2 hearts meet and move forward as one. So, let's put that down a minute. Okay. So, let's okay, just hold on to that. So as you hold one another, you may remember that the bond of love grows and strengthens over time. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Yeah? This cord does not tie you down, it connects you. It's a reminder that love is both a choice and a promise to support, to celebrate, to stand by side through all of life's journeys. So what I'd ask you to do, I ask you now to do, okay, to unify this, is gently pull your hands apart. Beautiful.
Lovely. Lovely.
Thank you. So if you just hold that for me for a second. So Jessica and Tom, as your hands are now free, may your hearts remain forever bound, grounded in trust, commitment, and surrounded by love and joy. Thank you. So this can be kept as a keepsake throughout your journey together from now on. Right. So, I would like to now present Tom and Jessica as a united couple and partners in life and love forever and always. So, help them celebrate this part. As this is an exciting and personal moment, and I ask you to celebrate their unity, kiss in your own personal way, and people in the audience here. You may now seal your vows with a kiss. Beautiful. So I'd ask everyone to stay seated and silent while Tom and Jessica sign their commemorative certificate. So if we can key the music, please, for the certificate. So here we celebrate the signing and witnessing of the certificate, a beautiful keepsake of today's love and promises. So Michelle, if you can come up and sign the best person. Yes. Okay. So we have also included Rocket in this ceremony. So he will eventually sign the certificate. Yeah, and that's their keepsake for their special day. I'd like to invite the couple, I'd like to then close the ceremony. Jessica and Tom, in front of your family and friends, and of course their loyal and faithful Rocket, you've made promises to one another to share your lives, aspirations, dreams, adventures, and love for one another forever and always. It was truly magical, and I'm sure everybody here will agree, that to share their special day, their laughter, their love, their happy tears of joy, and Rocket's star performance, even though he had to be enticed with a little doggy treat or two. I believe we've created a day filled with warmth, love and joy in a rustic, beautiful setting that reflects you two as a couple. So please be upstanding if you are able to join me in wishing Tom and Jessica, everyone stood, a lifetime full of adventure, laughter and fun, and of course a love that grows stronger by the day. A lifetime full of adventures, laughter, love, and of course a love that grows stronger. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this unforgettable moment with Tom and Jessica. It's absolutely my joy and pleasure and honour to introduce for the first time as a married couple, Tom and Jessica. Please now join me in celebrating them as they walk back down the aisle together. Let's give them a good round of applause. So, Tom and Jessica, and could you cue the music, please? Thank you. So if you could just be seated for a moment. And you will join Tom and Jessica a little later on in the marquee to continue celebrating their love and unity of this day. Thank you very much. And now you can also exit the room.